A special thanks to some of our many sponsors, including Murray Cozy Trucking Limited, with 28 years of experience and Canadian owned and operated. Honesty, integrity, and loyalty are important. You can be confident when you cozy up with us. Check out our website at www.murraycozytrucking.ca.
To his outside, the 12, starting fourth, Tony Casey. Inside row 3, it's Christopher Leake in the 17. To his outside, the Kuwait Truck Service number 44 of Austin Hunter. Inside row number 4, the 22 is Rick Hamill starting there. Outside of Rick, the double OD is David Delane. Inside row 5, the 4H is Grant Hall. And to Grant's outside, the 93, Keelan Cron. Row 6 has Justin Lee inside in the 84 car, and to Justin's outside, the 6C, this is Len Carlson. Inside row 7, Channing Spruill in the 28. To Channing's outside, the 30B, this is Darren Boychuk. Inside row 8, the 22K, this is Mark Kahokowicz. Oh, I'm going to mess that up. Kahokowicz. I'll hear about it again next week in the pits. Outside of him, the 4B, Brandon Rehill. Inside row 9, Ted Dole in the 95 car. Murray Cozy starts on the second last row in the 55. And the number 10 is Big Chad. Starting in the row 10 inside, it's Big Chad in the 29. He's a rookie. And to his outside, another rookie, the 88W. This is Cody Wall. Cody Wall, 20 cars, 15 laps. Once again, the pace truck supplied by Winnipeg Dodge, the world's #1 Dodge dealer, and it is the all-new Dodge crew cab with a Hemi in it. All right, pace truck hits for the pit area. We're getting set to go green for 15. 20 cars, 15 laps. As you can see on the flag stand, there is a clock there that says 15 minutes. When the clock runs down to 0, the next yellow that comes out, the lap counter will go to 2 laps. These races are all timed. They have a 15-minute limit for 15 laps. Here we go. Oh, boy. Keelan Cron in the 93. I don't know if that's who's getting credit or charged with that yellow, but we'll find out here in just a minute. Don't forget to check out Transcona Trailer Sales, the area's #1 Kawasaki dealer, and the No Brainer sales event. Don't get left behind, because come the 1st of July, this sale is over. The No Brainer sales event. Transcona Trailer Sales, 1330 Dugald Road, or www.transconatrailers.com. All righty, who's going to the back? Oh, looks like the 93 car, Keelan Cron, going to the back for that yellow. We will realign everybody and get set to go. This is the Castrol Oil Midwest Modified Division, or B-Mods as they're called in the pit area. Paul Veert will bring him to the green in the 88 car. Here we go. Oh, no, we don't. See what happens when you assume something. I assumed we were ready. Apparently we weren't. Hopefully we're ready this time. Yellow lights are out. 15 laps up on the AIE lap board. Paul Veard brings him to the green once again. Grant Hall on the move in the red number 4 heading into turn 3. Oh. See, now when I was telling you about the clock, you were thinking, now why would they need a thing like that? Well, apparently we're figuring it out. Yeah, 20 cars. We're down to 11 and a half minutes. We've got a lap in, though. 3.5 minutes a lap. We're going to be here a long time.
Well, or 11 minutes and 20 seconds at max.
Right. We almost I was just watching some racing starting there, but David Delane in the double OD, I didn't see if he had a hand getting there or not, but he's down at the bottom of 3 and 4. I think we need at least a couple more wreckers over there. Yeah? Yeah. Nick Audette in the 20 car. I was just sitting up here as we were watching them go around. I'm trying to figure out if Nick started in pure stocks or 4 cylinders, but he started in an entry-level class and has done a good job here in the Midwest Modified Division, the number 20. He's sponsored by Murray Chevrolet. Well, I don't know. We seem to have enough staff over there. I don't know what's going on. How are you, boss? Well, we have a couple of wreckers and a push truck, and they're well into a deep conversation over there, it appears. 3 out of 4 of them got push bumpers. 3 out of 3 of them. David Delane got troubles in the 00. We'll see if they're picking it up to move it, or just the idea, the operative word being move it. I'm hoping. Wow. No shoot, Sherlock. Were they thinking of pulling him to the infield this evening?
I thought they were maybe going to pull him back to the pit area, but apparently not.
You don't need to go to the pit area. They got it fixed. They've been there so long. You got a motor rebuild. He's ready to roll. Don't talk to him. Let him get out on the racetrack.
Well, Transcona Trailer Sales is Manitoba's largest Arctic dealer. Come down and check out the No-Brainer sales event going on now. Deals so good, well, it's a no-brainer.
Speaking of no-brainers, how are we making out?
Boy.
Honest to goodness, someone tell me what's happening here, please.
See, I'm just thinking
you got the two-way radio.
Well, we could get the 3 guys behind the car, push it 10 feet forward, and away we go.
Let's push it with guys instead of one of the 3 trucks. Why don't we?
What do we know? No, just put him a little closer to the racing surface. Let's see. Maybe he's stuck. But the clock is ticking.
Well, now he's running. Look, must be late for a coffee break or something. Here comes David Delane. He pulled in there. Those guys wouldn't talk his leg off. He couldn't get away from them.
All right, well, he is rolling, Pat, so I guess he's going to rejoin the field here.
Well, sure, he's got all his tires changed. He's got an oil change. He's ready to rock and roll.
All right, so we have, 7.5 minutes down on the clock.
And a
we
lap
have
done.
how many laps in?
We got one done.
One.
Yeah. But we got a 4 tire change, an oil change, and the windshield cleaned on the number 00.
Those are awfully expensive race cars to race one lap a night.
Oh, I don't believe it. Not the race cars. What these guys? Well, let's go back to racing for goodness sake. Oh boy, 3 wide, and Austin Hunter makes a move to second spot. What a great job. Oh.
Well, the 6 car rolling, the 00D of Delane involved back there. Is that the 55 of Cozy? It is, the 93.
We almost had a race break out there.
I was thinking they were gonna for a minute, but don't get your hopes up. Well, David Delane once again rolling. Now, we will have to find out the cause of that yellow flag from our competition director, Dale McEwen, but somebody caused it.
I just hope we don't need a tow truck. Oh, there's one out there.
Orange cones coming out.
Oh.
Yeah.
But don't ask me what he's doing over there. Like the car needs to be picked up. I think the picking up stuff's on the other end of the truck. I don't know for sure.
I think that's the 93 of Kaylin Cron.
It is, and if she caused that yellow, she'll be out of there because that will be her second one.
And we got to hook another car. It looks like they're going to pull that Polar car off the speedway. Kaylin Cron may be going to the pit area as well. Well, 5 minutes, 48 seconds remain on the clock.
Hey, how many of you folks watch Ice Road Truckers? How many of you at least seen it? Okay, you've seen Ice Road Truckers. The guy that's on the back of that tow truck over there in that Polar Industries number, whatever it says. What does it say?
I can't see that far.
Well, that's an Ice Road Trucker right there.
That's him. That's the guy?
It is.
Cool.
He's one of the stars of the show.
Just like you here. Or something.
Jeez, leave me out of it.
Or
I didn't
something.
do anything. I'm sitting here ready to work. What's the problem?
If that's what you're calling it now, you carry on.
Tow truck guy forgot to turn on the signal light. Look at, he's out at the gate. Signal light doesn't work. This is the Ice Road guy. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. Would I kid you about something like that?
I don't think so. I've just never seen the show.
Well, I've seen parts of it, and I've watched it a couple times, to be truthful. I, for the life of me, can't figure it out, but I don't know how that gets on TV, but anyways, give him a cheer, everybody. That's all he'll get tonight. No cash money for that guy. Polar Industries number 22, heading back to the Ice Road.
Hey, Pat, we just want to remind everybody, I believe the construction's still going on Highway 75, and while the lanes that go south, well, it should be 2 lanes going
Right.
south, but one of those lanes now, the far lane, is actually going north, so be very, very careful when you're crossing Highway 75 of oncoming traffic from the south. I almost got caught about a week and a half ago. I pulled out there, and, well, you know, you look to your left, right, to go straight
Left,
across.
right? You look to your left,
Sure,
right?
right on. But anyway, you know what I mean.
If you look to your left, right, you wouldn't have had any trouble.
Right. But I could have got T-boned, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, and that construction will be going on, I'm told, well into 2019, so do be careful out there. We're going to pave it 1 50-foot piece at a time. That way we can get the concrete prices to continually escalate while we get our act together.
All right, so clock reads 3:35.
How much in the 50-50 pot tonight? How much? $6.70.
Wow.
Huh?
That's good coin.
Darn right, it's a good
Sure.
coin. This race, I'll tell you how good that coin is. $670 to win the 50-50 draw. This feature right here pays $125.
Wow.
So how do you like that? Your odds are way better if you bought a 50-50 ticket. $670 we're going to be drawn for it at the end of this race. Well, assuming this race ends, you know, we're going to draw for it when this race is over. in 3 minutes. We got one lap down. You know that, eh? Look at the lap board. One.
One lap in.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 minutes to go.
But don't forget, if we do get another yellow flag after that clock reaches 0, we still have to get through a green, white, checkered. So breakfast will be served pretty soon.
If we have another yellow. Let's try a green one. Here we go. Austin Hunter working his way through the field in the Keewatin Truck Service number 44. He is up alongside second place Somac in the 3 car. We have a new second place runner. Austin Hunter in the 44, and we got a spinner in turn 4. Okay, pass me that lap thing. Here, pass me that thing here.
Lap thing?
Click, 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 click. You've got to go down to 2. Oh, no, it's not down to 0 yet.
No. See, that spin.
See, I got all excited.
Well, yeah, there is a minute and something left when that occurred, so.
Hey, here's the boss. How you doing? Attaboy. Huh? Can you email me something? Why,
Why don't you
you're
just
too
tell
far
me?
away
He's
to tell
standing
me?
right here.
No. Okay, now you might be wondering what we have a new sign on top of the lap board. It was the Pepsi Cola lap boards for eons, but it is now the AIE Communications Board. They are your local Bell dealer. We'd like to welcome AIE Communications to Red River Co-op Speedway this year.
All right, Pat, so we have a total of 3 laps in, and the clock will reach 0. So what happens now when that clock reaches 0? If we get another yellow flag, that 12 laps on the board, or whatever it might be at the time, will go to 2, green, white, checkered.
Is that what they said?
Murray Cozy, the Beaver Truck Center's number 55, with no wind in his right rear tire, so he's heading back to the pit area.
Supposedly, we're told that he got sent to the pits because he had a hand in that yellow there.
Okay. All right.
I personally would like to see a few green laps here. Austin Hunter looks like he might have something.
Well, we did.
We've
seen 3 in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
And Grant Hall was on the move a day or two ago as well. He's up to 7th spot. So we're doing the cone thing. No more double wide starts because, well, you saw how good that worked. So we're going to try a single file start. And are we ready to go this time? No. Darren, you're the guy with the two-way radio.
Waiting for a tire change in the pit area, Pat, is what I'm told.
Well, get the guys over here in turn 3 to do it. They got all 4 changed in 5 minutes before.
1 to green, Pat.
Oh, we're good.
Pretty fancy-looking wrap on that 44 car.
Yeah,
Pretty detailed.
That's a Millennium chassis built in Grand Forks by Brian and Dustin Strand. Those cars are real good modified chassis.
I wonder if we'd expect to see them up here this year in 2015.
With what car? Modified or late model? Well, I don't think you'll see them with the late model. The payoff's less this year than it was last year, so I don't think you'll see them up here much, other than we do have 2 NLRA races. The Canada-U.S. Challenge and Austin Hunter right on the back bumper, and he's going after it because he knows they are out of time. The next yellow flag is the end of, and here it comes.
Heads up in turn number 1 and 2. So it is official. We will be in a green-white checkered situation in the Midwest Mod Division.
And you know, the front half a dozen guys here are probably sour because they'd like to race. But
all right, so green-white checkered is the situation here in your Midwest Modified Division.
well, the Midwest Mod, sponsored by Castrol Oil. We started this race with 20 cars. He's asking a fireman how the front end looks. I mean, come on. If you can't fix it with an axe, he's lost. Oh, Murray Cozy changed the tire and he's back, so obviously I got bad information. Maybe get another 2 in here. Okay, we're going to go racing again here. Cross your fingers, everybody. We haven't wasted enough time. We're going to go around once more. Oh, boy. Oh, I think they were. Ricky Hamill's going to go tomorrow to work, and they're going to say to him, how'd you make out in Winnipeg last night? Well, we were on the track for 15 minutes. I raced 3 laps. See, you folks are here to see it. If you didn't see it, you likely wouldn't believe it. But 2 to go. Are we ready this time? Apparently.
And yellow flag is on the racetrack. Now, we have a couple of cars that are involved over there. Now, I got to ask you a question, Pat. Here's
You
the
be
question.
careful, because you might get a straight answer.
Well, it took us more than 15 minutes to race 3 laps, and these remaining 2 now we have to complete.
No. No, we don't. Or do we?
Well, sure.
We do it?
Green, white, checkered. So, there's no time
So
clock
why-
on the green, white,
yeah,
checkered.
Well, the clock was a nice idea, but
On replay.
Yeah. Okay, well, we are still in a green, white, checkered situation.
I just figured out it's your fault, because earlier on you said, oh, we're going along good, everything's fine. You got never say that.
I did say that. We were rolling awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got people going home, and are we going to have to pace around another lap because we got a pedestrian, or rather a civilian, on the back road on his Taurus? Are we going? We're going green this time, civilian or otherwise. All right, here we go. Hooray! We got it finished. top 5, finishing 5th, Grant Hall in the number 4, finishing 4th, the 17 of Leak, finishing 3rd, the 3 car of Somac, finishing 2nd, the 44 of Austin Hunter, and winning that one, the Veert Landscaping Augusta Sod Farms, number 88, Paul Veert. If you bought a 50-50 ticket, get your 50-50 ticket out because we're going to be drawn for the winner here in just a moment. As soon as they get down there, they're going to draw for the 50-50 winner as Paul Veert makes his way around to the front straightaway here for a brief post-race interview with Darren Palin. We'll get the trucks out onto the racetrack for our next heat event, or feature event rather. Darren, are you ready with the 50-50 draw?
All right, thanks very much, Pat Moody. We're going to do the 50-50 draw right now. Well, let's get one of our race fans here to draw the 50-50 ticket. All right, here, I'll grab that from you. Thank you very much. Okay, 700 and 670. All right. Winning ticket number is 037267. 037267. You have just won $670. 037267.
Nelson, I think you're selling me tickets off of last year's roll. There's your winner, everybody, Paul Veert in the number 88.
Well, congratulations going out to the Veert Landscaping, Augusta Sod Farms, Dynamic Machines, CTR, Midwest Modified. Congratulations. Great field of cars out here tonight.
Too bad we had so many crashes.
Yeah, we didn't quite get through. I think we raced 3 laps and then went down to green, white, checkered, but it doesn't matter. You've got the trophy in your hand.
I think that Hunter has something from me if we had a few more laps, I guess.
Anybody you'd like to thank here?
Yeah, my crew works real hard to make this deal work with these 2 cars.
All right, how about it, ladies and gentlemen? There's Paul Veert, your winner in the Midwest Modified Division, brought to you in part by Castrol. Pat?
If you get a winner on their way down there, congratulations to Paul Veert and Augusta Sod Farms, Veert Landscaping High Track Dynamic number 88. All right, we move now to the truck division. They are lined up on the back straightaway.